What is up, guys? Yoshio here. I got your revamped tank review on the Tier 4 British main battle tank, the Chieftain Mark 2. That's right, I am redoing this tank review because the old one is no longer good enough. So with that, well, let's go right to the stats. So here we go. Okay, so the damage is 530. The penetration is 350 millimeters. The damage per minute is 3,390. The reload time is 9.38 seconds. The maximum speed is 48 kilometers an hour. Now, it will not meet that top speed under its own power. It will need to go downhill for it to reach that top speed. The 0 to 32 kilometer rate is 10.82 seconds. The vehicle mass is 54,431 kilograms. That's heavy. The whole traverse is 21.89 degrees. The camouflage is 7% across the board. The range on the move is 400 meters. The cannon depression is minus 12 degrees down, which is great, but 0 degrees upward is dumb. The minimum spread is 0.103 degrees. The aim time is 2.34 seconds, and the turn traverse is 27.23 degrees. So with that, we're going to go right into the ammo. There's only 2 types of ammo in this tank. Usually there's 3 or more in Tier 4. So with that, we're going to go right to the ammo. So I'll see you there real quick. For HE ammo, the salvo size is 1. The damage is 115 to 776. The penetration is 265 millimeters. The spawn threshold is 156 millimeters. The speed is 670 meters per second, which is slow. The minimum spread is 0.125 degrees. The aim time is 2.5 seconds. The reload time is 10.7 seconds. The maximum damage bonus is 25%. The fire chase bonus is 300%. And the bonus module damage is 35%. Now with that, we're going to go into the armor piercing discarding Sabo. And this is the second one and the only armor piercing you get in this tank. So with that, let's go right into the ammo type. For the AP ammo, the salvo size is the same. The damage is 477 to 583. The penetration is 350 millimeters. The speed is 1,530 meters per second. That's really fast. The minimum spread is 0.121 degrees. The aim time is 2.5 seconds, and the reload time is 10.7 seconds. So with that, we're going to go right into the armor. The armor is going to be really good on this machine. So with that, we'll go right into the armor. For the armor, the hit points is 2,700. The hull has 300 millimeters in the front, 100 at the sides, 35 at the rear. The hull composition is steel. The turret is 232 millimeters in the front, 110 at the sides, 31 at the rear. The turret composition is steel. Now with that, we're going to go right into the gameplay. But keep in mind, despite it not being able to reach its top speed under its own power, does not mean you cannot shoot on the move with this thing. This thing is a master at shooting things on the move because of its speed. So with that, we'll go right into the gameplay. This match is actually a really good match, so I'll see you there. Now, with the Chieftain Mark 2, it's actually one of my good tanks I like to play in at Tier 4. Not because of its mobility, it's more because of its armor and the gun. Now, there's a story behind the mobility part of it. After World War II, NATO decided, okay, we're going to build a tank with a multi-fuel engine. After some time, while they were going to, like, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to go with a multi-fuel engine because it's going to be terrible. Britain is like, screw that. We're just going to keep going. And the Chieftain was born. And unfortunately, the Chieftain was actually so bad with his engine. There's always been mechanical problems with the engine. I can quote jingles with that because he actually talks about the Chieftain, how bad the engine is. However, the armor on this thing is actually really good. Now, if you listen to the armor segment of it, the armor in the front hull is 300 millimeters thick. That's just the thickness of the armor. It's not the effective thickness. So, the armor in the whole front is actually sloped at a steep angle. So, you're actually looking at around 400 millimeters of armor in the front. So, it's guaranteed to bounce shots in the whole front, and guaranteed to bounce shots In the turret. Now, as you can tell, you can't shoot on the move with this thing. This thing is a master at firing on the move. Unless you do that. If you do that, you're not using the Chieftain properly. So, this thing is actually very slow. As you can tell, it will not reach its top speed under its own power. You're be able to do well on this machine as long as you're able to keep your armor. And you will be taking a little damage if you do it right. Oh, this thing is dumb. Watch. 1 damage. Okay. There, I see how it is. Yeah, some of the teammates did not finish their kills, which is unfortunate. But the rest of the guys did really well. Two people got 4 kills between them, which is great. And they decided their main objective is to support the Chieftain Mark 2 as I advance. And I did take out that PT-85, but hit a building. Did not know where I was driving. That's driver error for you. But I'm not exactly the perfect guide for like tanks, like the armor fighting vehicles, main tank destroyers, light tanks. Not that type of person. I'm a main battle tank guy. But the main focus on these videos is for new players to be learned about these vehicles and how to play them. This vehicle alone would actually be a decent brawler. It has the armor to be a brawler. Or, at higher tiers, you can use it as a sniper because it can do that too. So, as you can tell, I went downhill. I went over 40 kilometers an hour. That's important. Because if you go downhill, you're guaranteed to get your maximum speed of 48 kilometers an hour. That's important because the engine is so bad that you will not be able to reach that top speed. So you gotta take every advantage you can with this machine. And I did miss that vehicle. Unfortunately, there was no way I was gonna get this vehicle. But the armor, even on the back, even on the side turret, is pretty decent. The rear, forget it, because you are going to take damage no matter what. I'm looking for targets, so the turret traverse, it's doable. The whole traverse is meh, it's not great, not good either, but so you guys want a life lesson. Here's your life lesson of this week or month, depending on how long I make another video. You have the right to defend yourself in case you get accused of stuff like you didn't do. So, there's a reason behind this. I recently was accused of things that I did not do whatsoever. And this is actually very true to this day. You have the right to defend yourself regardless if it's serious or not. Because 1, your reputation is on the line, and 2, there will be people that will support you. And I have a handful of people that do support me in this thing. So what I decided to do is actually build a server just to take the guys down. Now that's not violent, and I don't condone violence or harming other people. So I do condone something creative, like, for example, building a Discord server just to take down the other guys. That's one way to do it. And is it effective? It could be, as long as you have people that help you out. That's the one thing. The other thing is, never fight back alone, unless you're capable of doing so. Other than that, have people support you in something that's going on. And there are people that do not understand how you are. And it's best for the people that don't understand is to ask. Always ask what their intention is. Because you never know if it's ill intent or if it's good intentions. That's one thing that's very important. That's the main takeaway I got from this. is always ask for your intentions. That's important. Now, with that, that's going to be the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment what you think on the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you can get to the content first. And it's no surprise that I did get top of the team as always in each of my videos. And with that, I will see you guys later on in the future in a stream or whatever.